Hello everyone, this is the Gaming Preacher. Welcome to Lesson 1 of How to Understand Southerners. I can do this because I are one. If you find yourself in the South for business or for pleasure, there's some useful words and phrases to help you along the way. Now some of these you may have heard before, and you may have wondered, what in the world does this word mean? Now while some of these words and phrases can have more than one meaning, depending on what part of the South you're in, for the most part they have common definitions. So, are you ready? Well, here we go with lesson number 1. So let's start with some words that you might hear down south. The first word is y'all, or all y'all. Now this is a word that up north you may say yous guys or you guys, but down south when we want to include everyone we say y'all. For example, y'all come over here, meaning everyone within my voice needs to come where I'm at. Now you can also say all y'all, which kind of makes it even more of a command or even more all-encompassing. So when you hear the word y'all or all y'all, you better come running. Now the next word here is buggy. If you find yourself shopping for groceries at Winn-Dixie or the Piggly Wiggly, maybe even Walmart, and you go inside, you need to get you a buggy or a grocery buggy. Now down here, we do not say shopping cart. At least I don't know anyone who does. So if you need to go buy you some groceries, go inside and get you a buggy. Don't ask for a shopping cart. Now, when you get thirsty down south, of course, the best thing to drink is sweet tea. But in case you want something else, you can ask for a Coke or a soda. We don't say pop in the South. At least I don't know anyone who does. Now, be aware, when you ask for Coke or someone asks for Coke, they're not always talking about the Coca-Cola brand. They could mean Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, even Pepsi. So you need to be specific when you want something to drink. The general term, though, is to say, I want a Coke, meaning you just want something to drink. Now, some people may ask for a cold drink, and I'll admit that oftentimes has an alcoholic beverage connotation to it, but nonetheless, people sometimes will just ask for a cold drink. Now, if you're down south and you need to refer to something that you don't know the name of, or maybe you forgot what something is called, down here we say thingamajig, or whatchamacallit, or even doohickey. Now, when someone comes up to you and says, what is that thingamajig you're holding? They're not trying to be vulgar, they're not being profane, they just don't know the name of the item that you've got a hold of. So when you're down south and you need to point something out, but you don't know what to call it, just ask someone, what is that thingamajig or doohickey? Now, one thing you want to be aware of when you're in the South, particularly when you need directions, is the word yonder. When you're asking for directions and someone says the gas station is over yonder, what they're saying it is over that way. Some may be short distance. Now, if you're really needing gas and you hear someone say it is way over yonder, then you might be in trouble. Yonder is used as a term to sort of measure distance in the South. You'll hear someone say yonder or over yonder. Now, this next word is a contraction, and it's not pronounced ahite. It is aight. And some of you may have heard this term before. When you ask someone in the South, how are you doing? They may respond back by saying, I'm aight. And what they're saying is that I'm fine or I'm okay. So when you're down south and someone asks you, how are you doing? Just respond back, I'm all right. How are you? Now, those are some easy words to start off with. Now let's go over a couple phrases you might hear when you're down in the deep south. If you see a lady who's out all dressed up, maybe she's going to church, maybe she's going out to dinner, you might say that she is all gussied up. Now you're not insulting her. What you're saying is that she is all dressed up. She is dressed fancifully. So when you tell someone they're all gussied up, you would consider it a compliment. Now, when you're over at grandma's house or over at mother's house and you've gotten your plate full of fried chicken, mashed potatoes, peas, and cornbread, you lean back in the chair and you say, I'm about to pop. What you're saying is that you have had your fill, you cannot take any more to eat. Now, this also has a second meaning. Perhaps you're driving down the interstate and you see a rest stop and you tell the person driving, I'm about to pop. What you're telling them is that your bladder is full, it is about to explode, and they should pull over as soon as possible. So be aware that I'm about to pop has two different meanings to it. Now, this next phrase can be confusing to a lot of people, and I've had people from other countries who've been confused by it also. When someone in the South says, I'm fixing to get ready, they're not talking about repairing something. What they're saying is that they are preparing to get ready. So if you hear the phrase, I am fixing to get ready to go, what they're saying is that I am preparing to get ready to go. So the word fixing pushes an event even farther back in time. It'd be like some of our Latino brothers and sisters saying mañana, meaning we'll do it tomorrow. Well, down south we'll say I'm fixing to, which means I'm getting ready or I'm preparing to do something. Now down south you're going to get plenty of sunshine, but there are many cases where it will start raining while the sun is still shining. Around here people will say the devil is beating his wife with a frying pan. I don't understand that one. I have no idea where it came from. I don't know why the devil has a wife, and I don't know what he's doing with the frying pan. But nonetheless, in the South, when the sun is shining and it's raining at the same time, often you'll hear people say, the devil is beating his wife with a frying pan. Now, while you're at the grocery store, maybe you're loading your car. Perhaps you're at the airport and you're getting your bags ready to put them in a taxi. Someone may come up and say, can I tote that for you? Now, what they're asking, they're being polite. They're saying, can I carry that for you, or can I help you with what you're carrying? So the next time you're in the South, you're lugging something around and someone says, can I tote that for you? Then they're trying to help you out. They're showing a little Southern hospitality by asking if they can help carry your baggage. Now remember, technically speaking, the Southern accents are closer to original British English than any other accent in America. So if you want to nitpick, we are actually speaking better English than other parts of the country. Just saying. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed lesson 1 of how to understand Southerners. Please click that subscribe button so you can be notified when I put out my next episode. Check out the rest of my channel, and please, as always, leave me some comments below. This is the Gaming Preacher saying God bless, keep the faith, and goodbye.